Welcome back to Penn State Sports Night. I'm Brooke Steach here with Kummer, and we're here to bring you this week's sports update. Number 12, Penn State women's volleyball is on a 5-match win streak after sweeping Michigan 3-0 this past weekend. This improved the Lions' record to 9-5 in the Big Ten overall. In a complete team effort, Penn State had a hitting average of .325 that included 32 kills and held Michigan to a .073 hitting. Standout performances came from junior setter Gabby Blossom, who had 16 assists, libero Jenna Hampton, who had a career-high 7 assists, along with 11 digs, and Annie Cat Fitzpatrick with 8 kills on a .500 hitting. Penn State has the toughest remaining season in the Big Ten Conference, which will continue with the Nittany Lions hosting number 1 Wisconsin this weekend.
Penn State had a strong showing at the 2021 NCAA Wrestling Championships this past weekend. The Nittany Lions saw a perfect 4-0 run in the final round, each winning their first individual national title. Roman Bravo Young started out the streak at 133 pounds against Oklahoma State's Staten Fix. Nick Lee made defensive adjustments to win over Iowa's Jaden Ehrman, a feat that kept Lee from winning the Big Ten 144-pound title 2 weeks ago. Starachi, arguably the least likely of the 4 to win a title, became the 174-pound national champion as a freshman. Number 1 seed Aaron Brooks wrapped up the title winners for Penn State at 184 pounds by defeating North Carolina State's Trent Hilday. Other highlights included freshman Michael Beard and Greg Kirkbelt becoming All-Americans, bringing Penn State's All-American total to 232, including this year's 6 and 48 national wrestling champions. Though Penn State put up a perfect final round run, the Lions did fall short to the Iowa Hawkeyes by 15.5 points for the national title, but the team has 3 of their 4 title winners returning for next season.
The Penn State women's soccer team's 3 first-half goals was enough to take down Michigan 4-1 on Saturday. Senior Frankie Tagliaferri was the first player for the Nittany Lions to put the ball in the net, and in just the first 5 minutes of the match. Redshirt sophomore Allie Schlegel had 2 goals for the blue and white after a penalty kick and a back post tap-in from senior Sam Coffey during the 21st minute of the game. Sophomore Peyton Linehan scored the final goal for the Nittany Lions in the 30th minute, with Coffey picking up another assist. The Nittany Lions are now 6-1-1 and will travel to Iowa City to face the University of Iowa on Thursday.
The NCAA's Women March Madness Tournament is underway in San Antonio, Texas, but the latest news revolving the tournament has more to do with what's happening off the court. After players and fans expressed outrage between the inequalities of men and women's March Madness players, the NCAA made improvements to the women's weight training facilities, adding a bigger and more stocked weight room, including heavier weights, rowing machines, and increased squat racks. March Madness players are crediting social media for the support that pushed the NCAA to make the change. The power of social media has been seen across the board this Madness season, as several men's NCAA tournament participants joined a protest on social media against the NCAA for not allowing athletes to be compensated for the use of their names, images, and likeness. The statement, "Not NCAA property," calls for athletes to obtain representation and receive compensation by July 1st, along with other demands as well. So Brooke, what are you looking forward to most this coming week in sports?
I'm excited to see how the March Madness tournament goes. There's been so many upsets this year, and I can't wait to see how those teams do later on in this tournament. How about you?
I'm most looking forward to the Penn State women's volleyball team. They've done so good in the first half of the season, but Wisconsin is definitely going to give them a fight, and they have a really challenging second half of the season coming for them. And that's all we have time for this week's sports update. I'm Kummer along with Brooke Steach. Thanks for watching and have a great night.
Thank you for watching this edition of Penn State Sports Night. If you're a fan of our content, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more clips. Also, follow us on Twitter at PSSN TV and on Instagram at PSU Sports Night to keep up with all the action. For all my colleagues, we are Penn State Sports Night.